Welcome to Đồng Nai Radio and Television Stations. Here's the news today. The situation of COVID-19 pandemic is complicated, but many individuals and organizations still ignore and violate regulations on pandemic prevention and control. Over the past few days, functional forces across the country have continuously sanctioned cases of internal violations. In Hanoi, the People's Committee of Tây Hồ District directed to the forces of Nhật Tân World to directly inspect and request the closure to make a record of an administrative fine of 17.5 million VND for the business located at Red River Rock Beach because of the large number of guests violating the COVID-19 prevention regulations. From the District People Committee, Thừa Thiên Huế Province, administrative fine Internet Business Establishment Informal Commune for failing to enlistment decision to temporarily suspend business and service activity in public places for pandemic prevention and control COVID-19 with a fine of 15 million VND. In Hải Dương, the investigation police agency of Hải Dương City Police also decided to prosecute Đào Duy Tùng, patient 3051, who illegally entered Vietnam from Laos and then stressed the COVID-19 pandemic. Up to now, there have been 4 other cases of COVID-19 infection related to the patient 3051. The Ministry of Finance is collecting comment on the draft circular guiding the use of funds from the Tourism Development Support Fund to remote advertise and support tourism development. The state budget allocated for the annual fund is equal to 10% of total revenue and payment to the state budget from the collection of fees for renting visa and paper related to entry and exit for foreigners, and is 5% of total revenue of fees for visiting tourist area and tourist attraction of the preceding years. The state budget funds allocated to the annual funds are only used to carry out the task of promoting, advertising, and supporting tourism development. The organization of promotional activities promoting Vietnam's tourism. The draft also set out the purpose of organizing programs to introduce Vietnam tourism overseas. Leader of Long Khánh City, Đồng Nai Province yesterday worked with leaders of the industry on building a smart city operations center. According to report of consulting unit Viettel Đồng Nai, up to now the core part of the Smart Operation Center have been completed and 6 modules of traffic monitoring and public security have been deployed, management of threat information and communication, public service, medical information, provide app Long Khánh IOC. Although it's considered to have been many advantages in urban management and administration, for the Smart City Management Center to come into practice, there are still many things that need to be done, such as adding database, equipment, human resources, and many more. According to the U.S. Secretary of State Antony Blinken, yesterday Washington supported a two-state solution to Israeli-Palestinian conflict if the right conditions are met. Speaking while visiting Jerusalem, Mr. Blinken stressed there is possibility of resumption of efforts to achieve two-state solution, which we believe is the only way to secure the future of Israel as a home country for Jewish state and democracy. Also, help the Palestinians have the country they deserve. Foreign Minister Blinken called for the respecting the state of the Al-Aqsa Mosque in the East Jerusalem and preventing the displacement of the Palestinians from their home in the city. Also during the visit, after meeting the Palestinian Authority, President Mahmoud Abbas in the West, Secretary of State Blinken spoke to the press and announced that the U.S. would reopen their consulate in the East Jerusalem and strengthening the diplomatic with the Palestinian Authority. Mr. Blinken expressed, welcome the ceasefire in Gaza. It is important to fully implement the ceasefire with the coordination of Palestinian Authority and the United Nations countries. In addition, he also says the administration of the President Joe Biden will ask the Congress to approve 75 million USD in economic and development aid for the Palestinians. Yesterday, according to the diplomatic resources, the United Nations Security Council is scheduled to hold a closed meeting on Mali issues on the evening of April 26. This session was proposed by countries including France, Niger, Tunisia, Kenya and St. Vincent Grenadines, and hosted by China, which held a position of President of United Nations Security Council in May. Its earlier French Foreign Minister Jean-Yves Le Drian announced in Paris that the country requested a special meeting of the Security Council after the coup in Mali, but did not specify the time. That's all on the news today. Thanks for watching us. Goodbye.